We're starting a new chapter now for you, and we're going to start looking at how we work with external reference files in AutoCAD. These are often abbreviated to XRefs. So you may have heard this mentioned in your CAD office at work, where the CAD users are talking about XRefs of particular drawings. Now, an external reference file is basically a drawing file that is paper clipped or stapled to your existing host drawing. So we've got a new drawing for you called xrefs.dwg, but we've also got another drawing for you called property line, which is literally a property line around the property. It is just a line, as you can see, just a polyline like that. But you need to have both of these drawings downloaded from the library and stored in the same folder. Otherwise, when you open up XRefs, you won't have this property line here, this dashed property line. And you'll probably get an XRefs error saying it can't find the reference file. So make sure that when you download XRefs and the property line drawing, propertyline.dwg, that they are stored in the same folder, because they are using what is called the relative path format to make sure that AutoCAD checks the same folder that the host drawing is in, XRefs, and it's looking for the property line drawing, which is the XRef, the external reference file. So how do these XRefs work in our AutoCAD drawings? Well, we've got all of our data here, and look, as I hover over it, this is all in model space, by the way, in our model tab. So we've got all our dimension annotation, our desks, our chairs, and everything else. Now, the property line, which shows the boundaries of the property from a legal perspective, so this might be the car park here, for example, but it's the legal boundary of where the building is generally in its location. If I click on that, it's a very different object. You expect it to be a polyline. It's not. The external reference tab kicks in, and it lets me know that this is an external reference file. Basically, it's a separate drawing that has been paper clipped to our xrefs.dwg file. Hence these icons here. Look, open reference. Can you see the paper clip on the icons? Now, what I've done is I've already xref'd the property line drawing to the host xrefs.dwg file. That's why you can see it there. It's got one little grip, which is the insertion point where I inserted it into our xrefs.dwg file. Just hit escape a couple of times to deselect it. Now, when you're working with these XRefs, what you do is you go to the Insert tab on the ribbon, and you've got a great big reference panel right here. And if I want to attach a reference file, it doesn't just have to be a DWG. If I click on Attach, as you can see, it's gone to my external references folder where I'm working from. There's the xrefs.dwg and the propertyline.dwg. That's where both of your drawings should be, in the same folder like that. But going back to files, lots of different file types can be brought in. Things like point clouds, PDFs, Navisworks files, even MicroStation files, DGNs, can be brought in if need be. I'll just hit escape a couple of times to lose the dialog box. So that's your reference file and how it can be brought in. Now, I'm going to take you through all of this anyway and show you how a reference file is attached to your host drawing. But a couple more things. In the reference panel here, there's a little arrow. If I click on that, it'll open up my external references palette. I'm just going to make that a tad smaller. It's quite large. Let's just bring that in a little bit and bring it over here like so. So we'll just drag that to there so that we can see part of the drawing. So there's our XRefs drawing. That's our host drawing. And you'll see that property line has a little paperclip on the icon letting me know it's the XRef. It's loaded, its current type is an attachment, and it's a saved path. You can see the little dot and the slash there. That's letting me know that that's a relative path. So propertyline.dwg is in the same folder as the XRefs drawing. And I can add as many XRefs as I like. If I right click on it, there are various tools available. I can compare XRefs if I want to. I can unload, reload, detach, bind, which brings the XRef into the host drawing. So that will bind the propertyline.dwg file to the xrefs.dwg file. I can change the XRef type. Do I want it to be an attachment or an overlay? I'll explain that later. You can even change your path type to absolute instead of relative, or remove the path, or select a new path. It's entirely up to you. So there's lots of different things you can do with your external references, your XRefs. So I'm going to close the XRefs palette. And just one more thing before we leave this video. There's a little icon down here, Manage XRefs. If I click there, that will also open up the external references palette. So if you see that little orange icon down there with the paperclip on it, it means you've got an external reference file attached to your host DWG file. So let's close the external references palette now. And what I'm going to do, which you may find quite shocking, I'm going to select my external reference file and I'm just going to delete it like that. So we're just in the xrefs.dwg now without any external reference file attached.